This petite and amiable lady is a giant in comparative constitutional law. Professor Cheryl Saunders was born in Quetta, then part of British India, and now a district of Pakistan. The experience of living in Japan when she was a child has affected how she sees the world.
Circumstances of my birth and early childhood have absolutely shaped the attitudes I've had to the world. I'm curious about the world, interested in the world, wanting to engage in the world.
Her interest in history and politics led her early on to the field of law, in particular public law. It set her on a path to study comparative constitutional law.
It's important simply in the first place so that we can understand each other. Australia has a number of close neighbours. Those neighbours have very different systems of government, very different constitutional histories. Comparative constitutional law is one window into mutual understanding.
In 1988, she established the Centre for Comparative Constitutional Studies at Melbourne Law School. She's also the first woman to be appointed a full professor at Melbourne Law School, and one of the few people who has carved out a place for the Asia-Pacific region in the study of comparative constitutional law.
So I now actually take the view that the Asia-Pacific region is probably the most interesting region in the world from a constitutional perspective.
Professor Saunders' work is unique in that she encourages an inclusive approach to comparative constitutional law and integrates experiences from different parts of the world.
I think that in order to make generalizations about the world in which we live, we need to take a wide range of countries into account, but that certainly complicates comparative method.
To promote global discussion on constitutional issues, Professor Saunders founded the Constitution Transformation Network and regularly hosts the Melbourne Forum. Due to her involvement in constitution building, at home and abroad, she's traveled widely in the Asia-Pacific region. Through theoretical discussion, she's made a substantive contribution to the building and reform of constitutions. In this regard, she's truly an academic practitioner.
This is very, very unusual to get all these dimensions in the one person.
As our world's divides seem to widen daily, Professor Saunders has used comparative constitutional law as a bridge to help increase mutual understanding on a global scale.